It's that time again. It's Nick from Nick's News and Reviews, and I thought we'd have a look at the very popular Super Monaco Grand Prix on the Commodore Amiga. This dates back from 1991 by Sega. This version was based on the popular arcade coin-operated version, the conversion being done by US Gold and Probe Software. So let's just check the gears. I think we'll go on beginner, so I can show you, well, as much of the game as I can. Come out on a number of platforms: the Sega Mega Drive and the Genesis, the Amstrad CPC, the Atari ST, the Commodore 64, the Game Gear, the Sega Master System, and the ZX Spectrum. So here we are. So first of all, we've got a qualifier. It says qualifying lap, but we don't do a whole lap here. Now, it's supposed to be on Monaco, but this isn't based very closely on the Monaco track. It just takes the essence from it. So essentially, buildings, and when we get into the race, the tunnel. But we can never get speeds like this in the Monaco, of course. I think we're driving a McLaren. I think the cockpit says it's red and then a bit of white, which used to be their Marlboro sponsorship at the time. So you see that time ticking down, and we qualified in 6th place. So hardly as good as Ayrton Senna at the time. I'm sure he would have got pole, but I'm not quite as good as driving as Ayrton Senna was. So 1991, so we're on the grid, automatic gears, away we go. I think that's another McLaren beside me, so I think that might be Gerhard Berger. Ferrari in front of me, could be Alan Prost, but we'll see if we can get away through here. Now we're on lap 1 of 3. We see position limit there at the top. If we drop below 20th at the moment, the game finishes. We're currently in 5th. Now it is said, I don't know if this is true, but it said this is the first game that had a rear view mirror. You can see that quite clear at the top. There's a Ferrari behind us. So we've got to drive around and hopefully win the race. See our lap time ticking up. Also as well, there might be an occasional checkpoint we go through. So we're in 4th. Can't drop below 16. This is the tunnel. As I say, based on Monaco. This tunnel seems to be a lot longer. Oops, we went a bit slow there. I think Benetton drifted past us. But better to go slow than to crash. Yeah, we went very slow. DP, you can see there on the right hand side below my laps. That's driver points. It's gradually ticking up. So that's the first lap done. So we're in 5th place, and we can't drop below 9th or the game will finish. But yes, so the track's not like Monaco at all. Just uses that for its inspiration. But it's the first of the Formula 1 games I ever played. So not sure what licence they had on it, but there's no drivers' names here. I have seen it as Ayrton Senna's Super Monaco Grand Prix, so I don't know if that was an evolution from this. But we're definitely in a McLaren. Very tricky with manual gears, which I'm not even going to attempt. So skidding is pretty universal. Yeah, but I don't know about that fact. Is it true this was the first game with a rear view mirror? Bit of a coding genius if it was the first person. So we're in 4th, we can't drop below 4th. There's a Ferrari, I think it's going to come, yeah. So game over, because we dropped into 5th there. Yeah, let's have another go, because I think if you complete the race in the required position, it might be top 4, might be top 3, then you have to do the race again. And it's in wet weather conditions, a bit more tricky to steer. But it doesn't go to any other tracks. I think it's always Super Monaco, or Monaco in Monte Carlo. No Red Bulls in this game, because at this stage, Red Bull didn't actually exist as a car. The top cars at the time were Williams, Ferrari and McLaren. At the moment, well, at the time recording, McLaren in a bit of a hole. Ferrari with Alonso. Massa's departing, of course. The next season they're going to have Alonso and Kimi Raikkonen. So hopefully they can get a bit better. And it's the start of the turbo season again. So I shouldn't say things like that in commentaries because it dates it a bit. So if you're watching this in the future, maybe do some comments to say how they're getting on. Are Red Bull still in the lead? Or are they right at the back? Or are they even still going? Right, so let's qualify again. Let's hopefully get a bit better than last time. So we qualified with 33.66 seconds before, so let's at least try and beat that. But overtaking's a lot easier on this representation of Monaco than the real one. If you ever saw, I think it was 1992, you saw Nigel Mansell and his vastly superior Williams trying to get past Ayrton Senna, a great Ayrton Senna at the time. It was just no way for him to get past. All the pressure he mounted on it. Yeah, check that out on YouTube. I think it was 92. Oh right, one position better, 32.86. Only 16 cars in the race. That's all the computer can handle. I think back in the day it was about 30 odd cars trying to qualify in 26 positions, but because of the finances now you got much less than that. Maybe just barely in the 20s. Okay, well that wasn't very good. So you won't see any barriers here or any pit lanes for us to go into, just a straight free laps. But yeah, definitely it's got the Sega feel to it. A little while ago I put on Super Hang-On. It's a motorbike game, and the feel of that actually is quite similar to this. Very similar in fact, the way the graphics update. Might want to check that out as well. Out of the two, I have to be fair, I do prefer this one better than Super Hang-On. Well, it's Formula 1, isn't it? Formula 1 games are always very popular. But yeah, very arcadey. The modern day games focus on simulation rather than just arcade. Both are good in their own right. This is quite good fun. A pick up and play game. Don't have to donate a vast amount of time to it. When you're done, that's it. Game over. No saves. So we're in 6th place. Can't go below 12. Took that corner a bit quicker that time, so getting used to it. I was smashing to the tyres. It's the end of the race. Just done Gerhard Berger. See you, mate. Was it Gerhard Berger in '91 or was it Andretti? Yeah, a bit early for Andretti. Must be Gerhard. Here we go. Actually, I said it was Prost in the Ferrari before. It might have been John Alesi. Should have done my research before. Yeah, I've got the hang of that bend now. Don't remember all these trees by the side of the road in Monaco. So if you look at any other games of the Monaco track, it will not look like this at all. Holding the track quite well. Yeah, no setups or anything to worry about. Pure arcade. Right, we're doing a bit better this time, I think. So we're in 4th, and we can't drop below 5th. Well, that Ferrari's coming up to me. He's passed. Bit cheating. Looks like he come right through me rather than pass. We're in 5th. We can't drop below 5th. Not much room for manoeuvre. See if we can get back past this Ferrari, whoever it may be. Prost, John Alesi, whoever. Maybe Ivan Capelli even. But he's gone. See in the rearview mirror, he's disappearing. So first lap was 1 minute 12.58. Second lap was 1 minute 3.36. And we're just into the lap 3. Yeah, but the graphics update quite well. As I said, very similar to Super Hang-On. No pop-up. Standard scenery, which is that you've seen a lot of games at the time. Just one band of graphics going either backward or forward. No motion blur. Computer wasn't really up to it at that point. 16-bit graphics. It's what you expect. Racing speed and the graphics, the update is what you'd expect. There was a later game called Room. I think it's by a French developer in Formula 1. I think it was quite as enjoyable as this, but it was a lot faster. Let's get past this first. Can we finish on the podium? Is that too much to ask? I think we've got him. Oh no! Yeah, that was a lap racer there. Our position didn't go up or down. There we go. 4th. Is that good enough? Hope it's good enough to get us through. Is it? The computer's thinking about it. 307 kilometres an hour. What's that in miles? Don't know, but yeah, 1 minute 3.79. So 4/10 slower the lap 3 than lap 2. Pretty consistent for arcade racing. Yes, there we go. Position 4th. I'm on the podium somehow. I don't know. Perhaps they've got 4 positions for podiums now. But my driver points was 1,424. Total time 3 minutes 19.72. Yeah, here we go. Wet conditions. Number 6. In the Williams there. I think that was Riccardo Patrese. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's Riccardo. Because he had Nigel Mansell, number 5, red 5 as he was. And Patrese as 6. Okay, are we going to get wet conditions? Do we have to qualify again? We may be just straight back into the race from memory. Now, I'm presuming the Atari ST version was identical to this. Didn't see any of the Sega versions or Amstrad. ZX Spectrum I'll be curious to see if that is similar, how they managed it. Sometimes the Spectrum pulls off games I don't think can be converted. But it can't compare to this, surely. Yeah, already the car's sliding around. I have to go around the corners slower. I think the opposition doesn't seem to be that much slower. They seem to be handling it okay. Right, so we're in 5th. We can't drop below 16th. Yeah, this is a lot more difficult. If I can just stay on the track for one lap, that's probably be my success. Did you ever have this game? Did you have an Amiga or one of the other versions, Super Monaco? Was it similar to this? If so, maybe comment below. See what you thought of this version compared to the version that you played. Or any secrets you found of the game that I haven't managed to uncover, perhaps. Or even if you played the arcade version down in the your local arcade, the coin-operated. Probably had a steering wheel attached to it. This time using a joystick. Right, that's lap 1 done. So we're in 5th and we can't drop below 9th. 1 minute 11.65. Don't know how that compared to the first lap in the dry. Doesn't keep the records. Yeah, but I would have liked to have some other tracks on this. I think one of the Sega versions did have a World Championship mode where there may have been some other tracks to add to the gameplay. Oh, there's a McLaren in my rear view, catching me up. So I'm in 5th place. My position limit is 6th, so I can't drop below that. Back to the tunnel. Much longer than the normal Monaco one. Bends the other way. Yes. There's a Sega adverts, some tyres there. No, you won't see the safety car on this game. Oh, I do love that bend. That's my favourite bit of the track. It does feel quite nice when you go through it. Oh, we're in 5th. We can't let that car go past us, so it's game over in our rear view. Go away, Gerhard. Actually, I shouldn't say that. He seems like a fun chap. Oh, he's got us now. Yep, yeah. So that was Super Monaco Grand Prix. If you got a chance to play it, certainly do. And till next time, I wish you a good day and a good week. Goodbye.
Goodbye.